After watching this video, you will understand that this space where they occupy, where would they call say in our country? They say na British business company. No be small thing. My people will go find out how this thing takes start and how it they happen. Hello, my wonderful people. Welcome back to Balabas G0. If it's not the first time we they come across this wonderful channel, you are highly welcome. May you quickly give the channel a follow and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn your notification bell so that anytime we will upload, you will be the first person we're going to get our update back to back. The Obenge news where we get for our hand today. Now one video where we post, where we talk for inside that video say, this country where we dey inside though, na British business company, because if you watch wetin dey happen, it can be like say the continent where we say they get everything, now they come poor pass. Now for social media they say na giant, na they rich, they do this one, they do that one. Now for social media, but for real life, people they go a lot of things they happen, you know. So today, one may you watch this particular video where one play, may you understand say this country where they call Nigeria is never planned to be a country, but rather a business company. But wetin they pay me pass now be say some army, some police, some all the whole forces for Nigeria, they don't understand this thing. That's why they use their head, they pay for what they don't know. It better say before you go fight, you know what you they fight for. Sometimes I dey feel for those police, those army, those all this their force. I dey feel for them because they too get family, they too get children. But people where they feel for them, they feel for themselves because they are ignorant. No let them to understand. Say waiting they try to they defend. Na business company where one person sit down for United Kingdom, they there carry leg put for on her head. You carry gun give you go waka enter street. If they not buy you, go buy them. So Nigeria is a business company. So we are going to play this video for you to watch and understand what thing they happen and how they created this business company where me and you they suffer inside today. Watch the video with me before we come back and continue.
Just found out something astonishing about the origin of Nigeria that shocked the hell out of me. Nigeria was never meant to be a country. It was something else entirely. In this video, I'm going to tell you what I discovered. Oh, and I want to acknowledge Burna Boy for bringing my attention to this in his song Another Story on his album African Giants. Thank you for inspiring this video, and all of you let Burna Boy know that he got to me and now I'm sharing this information with you. The creation of Nigeria was never about democracy, never about Christianity. It was about money, business and profit. None of it for us. Pay attention. The area now known as Nigeria was called the Slave Coast up to 1870. This was the point at which the British had stopped slave trading and moved on to palm oil as their primary commodity out of Nigeria. One of the main suppliers of palm oil was the Benin Kingdom, and you have to watch my video on one of the greatest African kings most of you have never heard of, Oba Vonrawen. This is an important story for me personally because I'm from that region, so they are my people, and his fight with the British Empire over palm oil is one of the greatest stories of African colonial history. Anyway, everyone wanted palm oil, and especially the British. A man called George Goldie set up the United African Company in 1879, which was then changed to the National African Company. He structured the palm oil business in the Niger Delta region, and by 1884 he had a monopoly that the British could exploit. So in 1886, Goldie violated the agreement he had made with the chiefs and moved his operations into River Niger and Benue. The company was also renamed to Royal Niger Company. Goldie tricked the chiefs into signing unfair trade deals, giving Goldie exclusive rights to export palm oil instead of what the chiefs thought would be free trade. These contracts were written in English, a language we didn't understand, and based on laws that were not our own. This is similar to the land negotiations done with Native Americans in what is now known as the United States of America, where deals were done via contracts in English with laws that had nothing to do with the Native Americans. There was a meeting called. the Berlin Conference in 1884 to 1885, set up by Germany's first Chancellor, Otto von Bismarck. This was where colonial powers discussed how to carve up Africa and structure trade across the pieces of our continent they would take. We were not part of these conversations. The best way to think of this is like the NBA draft. Guys were out there making bids between lunch breaks and spa sessions. At this conference, the Kingdom of Opobo was given to Britain. When King Jaja of Opobo tried to export his own palm oil, he was accused of obstructing commerce and then exiled. How crazy is that? And on his way home in 1891, he was poisoned with a cup of tea. Guys, I couldn't make this stuff up. The Jaja of Opobo story made other chiefs wary of their deals with the British. King Koko of Nembe Brass was one of them. He tried to take down the Royal Niger Company and attacked the company headquarters in Akassa, Bayelsa on January 29, 1895. King Koko captured 60 white men and lost 40 of his own soldiers. He used the 60 hostages to demand he be allowed free trade, the agreement he believed he had with the British company. They refused and he killed 40 of his hostages. The British Royal Navy retaliated by leveling the city of Brass completely on February 20th, 1895. King Koko went into exile and the British not only took control of the palm oil he once had, but also fined the people of his kingdom £500 as well as confiscating their weapons. Tragically, King Koko committed suicide in exile in 1898 after being branded an outlaw by the British company that had taken his kingdom, palm oil, and reputation. The Royal Niger Company sold its territory to the British government for £865,000 in the late 1800s. This territory was known as Nigeria. In 1914, the Southern Protectorate and Northern Protectorate was combined by Lord Lugard, and like that, the Royal Niger Company was rebranded as a country which would gain independence on October 1st, 1960. And Lugard is a street in Nigeria that still exists today. The Royal Niger Company changed its name to the Niger Company Limited, and it was then acquired by Unilever. Unilever still operates in Nigeria to this day. And that, my brothers and sisters, is how Nigeria came to be. We have a long way to go to fix the country, but we won't ever have a hope and a solution to our problems if we don't know how they started. What I told you in this video is just a small part of the foundations that led to unrest, civil war, economic instability, and so forth. Remember, it's not about asking anyone else to fix this, or even wasting time blaming those we know caused and perpetuated it. This is about knowing our history. Nigeria was never a country we created. It was a company designed by colonizers for profit, and a lot of the infrastructure put in place for that siphoning of resources out of our land is still very much in place today. Crude oil simply replaced palm oil, and soon lithium may replace crude oil. Honestly, I feel angry not just for what happened to my ancestors, but for the fact that I wasn't taught about this in school in Nigeria, and that our children are not being taught.
Yeah, my people, Shebuna don't hear them. So before you start, come outside. They have one person, Nigeria, our country. Well, like a line now. Know what you they talk first. Know what you they talk, because this history will be say they know to tell us for school. Oh, many people we hold bachelor degree, this degree, we hold this one, we hold the other one tomorrow. They don't know all the most of them till today. They don't know all those things, and they can never read. They can never learn. So that's why I take this Africa from South Africa that was saying last time that they need to make Africa great, and I tell them that if Nigeria is still here today as a country, that nothing you people go fit do to make Africa great. Or let's say una go first come inside Nigeria, come maybe people go back as they did there before, so that name, that company go come out before Africa feel good. Because if una dey there, they say una go make Africa good, Nigeria go molest. That's why Tinubu na them be the leader for ECOWAS. Because any plan we wanna bring come, they go tell their master. I don't talk this in so many times. So the Biafra and Oduduwa people, but Oduduwa, their life get as it be. They get two fish, They get two face. Biafrans have to fight hard to get their total independent from this Nigeria. If not, even though carry person wey white come there tomorrow, they go turn to brown. It go turn to brown. Nothing they go feed you. So my people, I beg, me wanna share this video and make sure say they follow this page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Most important thing, turn your notification bell so that anytime we upload, you will be the first person we go to get them. Thank you.